Praise the Lord. Praise the Most High. Praise Yah. But yeah. Ah man, it's a whole this whole thing. I don't be understanding the stuff out here. And what I realized is they want people to continue to do this. Flip this around. Won't let me flip it around? Oh, they won't let me flip it around. Oh, there we go. Boom. They want this to continue. That's what they want. Now, people say that all the every homeless isn't on drugs. Okay, I dig it. I understand that. There's always a handful. There's a handful out of everything. That's like every black person isn't racist. Okay, most of them are, but there's a handful that aren't. You know, okay, let's just do that. But oh, excuse me. But when you look at the whole circumstances as a whole, when you're looking at Portland and all of these things, right? You're looking at all of these things. There is no there's no getting clean. There is no getting clean. So you have people that are just doing drugs and are just continuing, and there's no outlet, right? There is zero outlet, none. So say a person does want to get off drugs. Most people that are on drugs and that are on the street don't have ID, don't have insurance, and I called 3 places, right? I asked them if a person wanted to get off drugs, could they go straight to your building and get rehab? They said they have to have insurance. And I was like, okay, well, what if they were paying out of pocket, or somebody was paying out of pocket? They said it would be $20,000 for the first month, and then it would be $10,000 after that, like the next month. Who has money for that? Then I was talking to a guy where I found like a resource for that, and he had said that that's for like the rich. That's for like the rich people that get on drugs and want to get off. And he was like, those facilities were something different. But it's like, I mean, we need people, honestly, to get more in the world and to try to get people sober. Because that's what it is. It's a lack of empathy. It's a lack of a lot of things. Right? And when you take into account all these things, people are just giving up on each other. Find more love from homeless people and people that are on drugs or off drugs that were like once upon a time a user. And I was talking to my girl about it last night. It's just, you know, I don't know if it's the struggle and knowing where that person has come from and the same issues, but it's humbling. Like, most of these people that get off drugs are humble. Yeah, you only got to do it once. Granted, that one time sucks, but you know, that's kind of just where we're at. And then people want to keep crying about Trump. What has Trump really did? What has he done? Our prices really ain't changed none. I mean, our gas is a little bit, but besides that, I'm gonna get a flag. So if my live go off, it's because of the music. But Trump really ain't did nothing yet. He ain't did nothing. Everybody worried about tariffs and all this other stuff. Y'all ain't worried about it. If y'all was worried about it, if you knew better, you'd do it better. Not easy, but yeah, but that's not. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all ain't. Nothing that I see in people's daily activities shows that they're really worried about concerns and they continue to live life the exact same. There's no call to action. But that just shows too that the world just wants to complain. Let me move so it's not so loud. But when you take into account that there was a call to action, but nobody's changing, nobody's doing anything. That's like when I was first buying silver. Silver was at like 22 bucks. It was like 22 an ounce, 24 an ounce, like around there. And so it was really like 18 to 20 because I was getting like $2 to $3 over spot. And yeah, that's something different because now it's at like 30, 35 an ounce, and then you're paying the dollar amount over spot, so you're spending like $40 a round, which is wild work. Yeah, people getting mad at Trump and all that. But I don't think what people are really like understanding or thinking about is there was an Iran thing, right? There was an Iran thing with so if we still have this Iran issue, right? Why Biden was in office, we would actually be at war. He would put troops on the ground. Like people would be over there. Trump just bombed them. Like why are y'all mad at that? He kept us from being on the ground. I dig that. Because I'll tell you what, I don't want to go over there. I don't want to have to fight. I really don't. I don't want to go to war. Now, I would defend the home front. Oh, yeah, 100%. Let me see somebody run down the street looking crazy, shooting just people. Oh yes, I'm plucking from the window. Yes, I am. I'm doing that. But I mean, besides that, yeah, no. Anything else, yeah, it doesn't make sense. And like they're tripping out about ICE. They're like really tripping about ICE and all those things. Bro. Well, one, I feel like there's everything's flawed because it's man done. Now you can have people that are working for ICE that don't have the best intentions and are trying to get a whole bunch of people. But I mean, if I'm just gonna use a Mexican. If a Mexican came over from Mexico, I'm 33, about to be 34. If I went to elementary school with a person that was illegal, you are an American, period. Now, just like how they all get deported, you're messing up and you go to jail. If you don't go to jail, that means you're a pretty decent citizen. Or if you get caught, you're going to get deported. That's how they get. That's how it worked back in the day. You just do it. You do a good. You know, you have a good life, and you don't be a criminal. Because homeboy had moved or got here in like second grade, and his brother got deported fast, but his brother was also a gang member. He got deported super fast. Now, he didn't get deported until, I think I was 28, 27. I could have been 29. But he got deported then. And I asked him how he got deported. And he said, I got a DUI and then I got another DUI. And he was like, yeah, I was just fucking up. So that tracks. If you come over here and you're not doing illegal things, okay. Because he used to work and everything like that. I don't think people be understanding that. I think maybe I just have a bias towards Mexicans that come over here because they're pretty much like Americans for the most part. I dig the roofers and all those guys, but I mean if you're destroying the country, then yeah. And then I mean if you're over here and just living life, and then you do something to go to jail, what do you that that's a risk. If you're illegal and you go to jail, well, that's what all the old school Mexicans knew. Don't be drinking and driving like that. Granted, they all did it, but if you get caught, the chances of you going to jail and getting deported are super high. So that's why they try to just live a normal life. Now, Biden let in so many people where they did not get checked, and then they act like that's okay. Yeah, I don't see the issue with the things that Trump's doing. I don't. Now, granted, it, I think what it is people uncomfortable because of how fast it's moving, and people listen to the media and oh well, he's doing this and he's doing that. Well, they could say anything. They could say he has a mistress on every continent. People would believe it. They was talking about what was it? A homeboy that had all the kids on the island. There's some Trump's names on that. Why don't we have that paperwork yet? I'm not worried about if Trump's name is on it or not. That doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't. I want to know everybody else's name. Because if his name is on it, that just means we can impeach him and we can get rid of him. So that would be cool. But who else is on there? We would have to get rid of everybody that's in office. I believe. It's like I guarantee they all went to Diddy parties, but that doesn't matter. My thing is, yeah, I wanted Trump to win. That's what it is. I wanted Trump to win because if she would have won, we would have just continued the same thing as what was going on when Biden was in office. You know how many illegals we would have over here if Harris would have won? That would be no. People say, "Oh no, what was happening during Biden's whole term?" They were just letting people vote. And yeah, okay, yeah. The Mexicans in Mexico were right there, so it's easier for them to right here. But we're getting people from every that's another thing that kind of blows me about the states. We let many hundreds of thousands of acres all over the United States. It doesn't matter if it's farmland. That does not matter. Y'all know how Chinese people are. They can build something underground. They can build something on top of the ground. I think they're like building boats at like a crazy rate. I think it's like 2 weeks per boat. Maybe it's not even that. It might be faster. But we've already found a lab in California that had rats that had all kinds of stuff. They had HIV, COVID, and like all kinds of stuff like in rats. So if they got loose, then it's gonna just plague everything. And for y'all to think that China has all this land everywhere, and there's not one more, just one. That was the only one they found. They found one in California. They might have found two. But what are y'all doing in this lab? Like, we should have took our land back. Honestly, we shouldn't even be able to sell our land to another country. Like, man, why would you sell our land to another country? I thought that was illegal. I thought that was an illegal thing. But it's hard for an American to buy land. And they're buying hundreds of thousands of acres. Nuts. You see that, and that's exactly why I can't
I can't have no money. If I have some money, oh man, I'm buying it. I try and buy chili for no reason. Dollars voted behind that, but I couldn't do it. Yeah, nah, man. People put too much faith in politics and in our leaders. None of that matters. I promise you, none of that matters. Like nothing Trump does matters. It don't, because people are putting faith into him like they're almost like they're a god. God, so like they're not. And that's why people be getting so wow. Y'all are, these are normal dudes. These are just losing money. That's it. They really don't control what your destiny is. They don't. They don't. And once you understand that, you'll be alright. But you gotta give your faith to God. That's what it is. Because I mean, to me, ain't nothing Trump's done has affected me at all. Nothing ICE has affected me at all. I mean, there's been immigration my whole life. I don't care. ICE messing with Mexican friends. It's at the meeting. It was kind of a joke. Granted, they never came like that. And it's like immigration, they came smooth. Like ICE is kind of loud. But and that's what makes them go into hiding. That's why you're not supposed to do it like that. Because immigration is just go to like a school or something and just not shut it down, but kind of shut it down. So they normally go to a parent's house. Like they normally go to their house and like get their parents first. Because that's what happened to the house that I lived in when I was a kid. My grandparents had sold the house, and then just a Mexican family had bought it. Dude was just a middle-aged Mexican man, worked, had trucks, had all the things. And I went there some years ago for like a yard across the street, and there was a gate all the way around it. And I asked the neighbor what happened, and they were like, "Oh, immigration came and got it." And I was like, "Oh." They're like, "Yeah, they went to Marshall and got the kids out. They went to Ben's meet." And I was like, "Oh, that's wild." But what can you expect? Bro? I can't. And this is another thing. I can't be a criminal and do criminal activity like anything, sell drugs, attack people, and then when I get caught, like, oh well, it's not my fault, and then have like some weird law that protects me. That should never start with me. Because this is why we're here. This is why people smoke fentanyl just on the street and smoke it. Anyway, oh man, it killed me. So I'm downtown, I'm at work, and I'm watching these people across the street. It's two guys, and they're like hunched over doing fentanyl, you know what I'm saying? And they're hunched over, and there's this man that's on the outside, like by the street, and then there's a little boy. They're walking down the street, and the guys that are smoking the fentanyl, he had just blew the smoke out because he's like head down, so he just blows the smoke out. He blew like half the smoke in this little boy's face. Yo, I would have lost my mind. Like I would have completely lost it. I probably would have shot one of them. I ain't even gonna hold you. I just pray that never happens. That's something different, bro. You guys know they have to smoke that every hour, so they're not even sleeping the whole night. And I was thinking about that too. Maybe when they're nodding, maybe that gives them like enough sleep, like through the day, so they can stay up all night. Because in 24 hours, they're just nodding like most of the day. They're just all day, naughty. I don't know how that does to your sleep. It'll be hard for them to kick dope, man. It'll be hard. I feel like I should have did it just straight out the gate. I should have just suffered and not got on Suboxone. Wait a minute. I did not smoke them. Let's get that clear. I did not smoke them. I ate them. Doesn't matter. Not no better. But either way, yeah, I was a junkie. But nah, yeah, it's gonna be really hard for those people to get clean. If you have to smoke something every hour. But I be like full blown addicts. I'm not talking about people that are like just getting into it. I'm talking about like full blown, like on the street. Like, that's what they're doing. They walk around with foil in their hand, looking all crazy. Yeah, that foil hold is nasty too. They be gang banging. Man, I just don't get it. They walk around picking up each other's foil. That's just any foil on the ground. If it's got some black on it or any form of color, they pick it up. I want to know what's going to happen to their to their bodies. We don't really know what's going to happen. Like, I don't know what's going to happen to my body. I mean, granted, I only ate them, but smoking them, yeah, smoking them on foil, that's extreme, man. I mean, yeah, if it looks weird, if the action in doing it looks weird, don't do it. That was my rule for a long time. If it looks weird, don't do it. Like meth, nah. I ain't smoking no meth. Nah, I ain't smoking no meth. Now, granted, can't say I haven't done meth. I haven't smoked it. I've for sure had a couple bad ecstasies, and I know they were meth. I know they were meth bombs. But yeah, other than that, yeah, no. Anything that you eat, that's kind of normal. Even cocaine's kind of weird. Heroin is for sure weird. You got to do a lot of preparation. That's a lot of weird stuff. And it's weird because I've heard more people doing heroin, like kind of slowly coming back. Well, it's not coming back. It's not. The fentanyl is too cheap. But yeah, fentanyl is way too cheap. And heroin is just more for like the older crowd. But all the heroin got fentanyl in it. So I know a dude from Oakland, and he's older. He's like, I think 70 something, and like he sold dope out there. And he used to cut his heroin with fentanyl, like back in the day. And that's wild to me. I just don't see it though. I can't get down with it. There's so much money to be made, and I wouldn't. Losing fentanyl, ain't no money in that. There's no money in that. I mean, unless you're like that guy that's actually taking them trips. Because people that's taking them trips, they're buying them for like, the boats be crazy. They're spending like a penny a pill. Like, it's crazy. But granted, you have to take that ride back, like, with hundreds of thousands of pills. I'm not risking that. And then somebody got popped and went to jail and got right back out. Portland ain't that big, man. Portland ain't that big. You can't go to jail like that. You can't go to jail with, half a boat. That ain't working. But yeah, ain't no money in fentanyl, bro. Like, especially the people that be out here, like, just like doing hand to hand. Bro, you're selling them for like $1, $26 a bill. I wouldn't even say six. And it's crazy because they're not even getting rooms. Like they're not even getting themselves rooms or nothing. They're just still on the street. That's not making you no money, bro. And then you get robbed every like 3 days because you a junkie. That's crazy. Probably burning. That's a rough life, bro. I can't do it on me. I can't do it. I can't do it. What I think it is, I think it's the lifestyle. I think it's the lifestyle. I mean, I see the money met. I see that. I see the money met 100%. But granted, that's like moving a lot. That's a lot of shit. That is a lot. It's not playing around, G. But I mean, what can you really hope for? That's what it is. It's a lack of hope. Because never in my life, like, I honestly want to know what the crack era really looked like. I really do, because they said it was bad. But is it bad like this? At least the crackheads were like active, bro. Like they would go steal stuff for you and do stuff. That's like the meth addicts back in the day. Man, I tell you, they would fix like anything. They would fix anything. Yeah, and do it correct. Yeah, the old crackheads, they don't have those moments. We just have the tweakers that tweak, but they don't tweak in the gym. They don't put the tweak to a positive situation. Cause yeah, I mean, back in the day, they used to get that little bubble and instantly go get some money. Like, yeah, it was a beautiful thing. It was getting money. Like they was having it. Now they're kind of lazy. What's like? I think it's just this whole generation is just lazy, and it's there's like no hope. Yeah, that's what it seems like. There's just no hope. I've never seen such a generation give up like so much. Like there's kids, bro. Like I'm talking like 22, just not doing nothing, just giving up everything and smoking dope all day. Why? You're 22. Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working while you still got your money? You still have a body. You can run 2 blocks straight, like non-stop. And then it's like I really only go off myself. Life isn't that bad for everybody just to quit and do drugs. It's not. Bro, that's a lack of discipline. I was talking to this guy, he was kind of like tripping out. I do give it to people that are like, I said like over 55. Oh, okay, you look like, I know you've been, you probably lost a couple houses, but that's still no reason to, you can't just I really don't give nobody excuse, because at the end of the day, we're men. We're men. That's it. Now you can say, oh well, it's because of this and this. I don't want to hear no excuses. It's a lack of discipline, and that's what it is in the world. It's a lack of discipline. A lot of people don't like discipline. A lot of people don't like correction. It's understandable, but come on, man. You gotta get together somewhere.
and especially as an older dude too. As an older dude, you can't. As an older dude, you can't just let anything younger than you continue to do the same thing that you're doing.
Good way to get punched, bro. That's a good way to get punched.
I was gonna say, did you just touch that man's stomach? That was kind of strange. Y'all see that? Damn, that was wild. He just walked up and rubbed a man's belly button. Oh boy, that's why I said I need to stop being outside doing stuff. I be just doing stuff. Yeah, it's crazy. I'll tell you what, I'm glad he ain't touched me. A lot of fire on it. Again, that's them drugs though. Them drugs, man, be having people like tripping. I don't know why you think it's okay just to walk up and touch a man's stomach. That's so. Yeah, that's strange. Why would you go up and yeah? That's some drugs, man. The drugs we have people. Ah! Yeah, I don't know. It's that's like these little small little communities out here too. I'm gonna show you in a second, but I'm not trying to get nobody on camera. But like I don't be knowing what's going on. Maybe that's not a one of the small communities. Oh, it is. They got tiny homes. I'm gonna show you. Give me a second, cause I ain't trying to get nobody on there, cause I don't want to have to slap nobody with some heavy metal. So those, right? So, behind the gate, there's like these little tiny homes, and yeah, they need to stop all those because, well, they need to make it where people are sober. Because there's a lot more sober people that need help, and like when people say they're trying to get off drugs, you can't trust that. That's like what they need to do is stop methadone. Real talk, make everybody do Suboxone because you don't get high. Everybody that I knew that was on methadone. Oh, that's some weird business down there. Yeah, everybody that takes methadone do drugs still. That's like my brother. Rest in peace. That guy, man, that guy would dose every day. He would go down and get methadone. And he would take Seroquel and something else. That guy, my brother, was a handful. Yeah. He was close too. He was so close to getting clean. Like that one really hurt. That hurt really bad. Like, but that's what happens, man. Like people try to get clean, or they're clean for a little bit and then they relapse. My brother was good. Like he was in the hospital. Well, a whole bunch of strange events. Like he pretty much had a restart. Like he was like good. Because he was in the hospital for months because they found him in like a abandoned warehouse or abandoned building. I think they were going to steal his organs because that's what I believe what happens down here or what happens downtown Portland. We'll get a shipment of homeless people and then you'll see them for maybe like a week and then they all just vanish. There's no way that all these people are getting resources and getting clean. No way. Not possible. Because if that was the case, we would have a lot more people and the success rate for drug use and all that would go down. It would plummet. But yeah, they found him in an empty building, an empty warehouse. And I don't even know how they found him. But I think the people that took him there seen his body because my brother had dialysis. And he had like the tubes and all that. So when they seen him, they were like, oh yeah, we don't want to take none of this. Let's just leave him here to die. That's what I feel like that happened. But yeah, nah, man, the drugs truly need to stop, man. They need to stop, man. It's really a lack of purpose. And then they only really need to have Suboxone. They should have a person on Suboxone for like a week or two. So I used to say a month or two is a no. let them have it for like a week or two, and then instantly taper them off. Make them go through that, because the longer that they're on it, the more they're gonna like psych themselves up and like start tripping about having to go through the feelings, like going through the withdrawal and all that. Because the longer you're on Suboxone, the harder it is for that stuff, for your body to get re-regulated and all those things. Because it took me like some months to really get back, like to where I'm okay. But yeah, I mean this whole next month, yeah, I'm gonna start doing some completely crazy. I'm not trying to lose too much weight, but that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna end up losing like another like 15 pounds by working out. I know it. I know it. I'm too Sled Bug Red. I'm too I don't know. I feel like I'm just lean muscle right now. And I know I'm gonna have to drop whatever extra fat is there. Granted, I don't have that much. That's why I know like when I start working out, I'm gonna bulk up. Worked out this morning. Felt pretty good. Oh man. This stuff is crazy. Yeah, but yeah, y'all should buy some bullets and start getting down with the get down, because if not, oh, and that's another thing too. Ammo prices are like at almost not an all-time low, but like it's the lowest it's been in a long time. But that's because people is broke. That's what they're saying. They're saying it's because people's broke. I don't think it's because people are broke. I think they're trying to have us stock up on things because of fear, and they just don't want to say prepare. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like what happened with 114, because I think that was like, they set a record for selling guns. Yeah, I mean, you just kind of, because America's never going to say, oh, panic. They're never going to say that. Granted, they should. They should be like, oh, yeah, we're going to war. You guys need 3 months of rice, 3 months of beans, 4 months of water. You know, it's like stuff like that. They don't do that. Other countries have been doing that. They've been doing that since Biden. I don't know why people just ain't looking for it, bro. They're not. I mean, I ain't stocking up no more. Well, I think I stock up on bullets, but I mean, a lot of them just be range down. Cause I be going to shoot shit, and I like to shoot stuff. Oh, are you guys closed today? No way. Oh, you guys are closed today. That doesn't sound right. You guys are supposed to be open. Let me put you guys on pause real quick. That's crazy, fool. So online, it says they're open. But they're really not open. Killer. Killer. I don't understand that one though. Yeah, man, nah. It's a cold world, and I don't think people are gonna understand it. I don't think people are gonna understand it until it's like, it's gonna be way too late. I mean, I've been telling my family for like the longest to get your stuff together. But I mean, if you don't want today, but I promise you, me, don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me for nothing. You know, I'd be thinking. So like where I'm currently at. And what I be looking like, I got sweats and a shirt on, and police will look at me and kind of look away. They really don't trip on the print, like printing, not being like perverted or nothing, but like on like a gun situation, they don't really be tripping or saying anything.
Hey, my man, hey, you know anybody who's looking to buy a car?
No.
Nope.
See, back in the day, I'd have jumped on that. I for sure would have jumped on it back in the day. But I don't do the, yeah, I don't do the driving and whatnot no more. Not at all. Because I know what's gonna happen. I got the worst of luck. See, they don't stop me while I'm walking around and all that kind of stuff. Let me be in the car. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get his butt. Passenger seat, driving, it don't matter. No, we're gonna bump this car right now. It's pretty funny. Not really, but I just laugh at the randomness of my life. Super excited what God's got for me. I don't see. Yeah, people need to stop putting so much faith and trust in our government, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Is gonna be what God says goes. That's it. And you can believe that or not, but that's what it's gonna be. Yeah, people be I don't know, man. People just don't be thinking. Yeah, I find it crazy how people will just well, I find it crazy now. I didn't find it when I was in the world. But how people will be in the world and try everything. We will try everything. Why did they do that? Trying to snitch on me? Trying to snitch on me, little phone? But it'll say, like, people will do anything and say anything to get their way. Until things are like not going their way and they like completely crumble, that's when they see God. Is something different. I mean, mine, I don't feel like my situation was like that. I was just tired of my life. Not like I wanted to die or anything, but I was just sick of the circumstance that I was in. And I just looked around like, why am I here? I don't know if that was a spirit or what. Just stirred me in the middle of the night. Made me feel withdrawal and was like, looked around the room, what am I doing? Because yeah, that was not life. Called for so much more. Yeah. If you give your life to God, everything is like not easy, but easy. Like, I'm trying to explain it. It's really hard to explain. So he talked to like all the disciples and was like, hey, come on, let's go, come on. And like, leave everything and come on. And these people did that. And they sold everything, it was on point. But it's the trusting in him is the part. And as humans, we think we know better. We think we know better than God, or we can like take the easy way or whatever. There is no easy way. There is no easy way to please God. Oh, nope. Obedience. That's the easiest way to make God happy. Oh my goodness. The drug addicts, man. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's the easiest way. That's the best way. Cause that's it. That's his money. That's his currency. Maybe, oh, you was listening to me? Oh, you're doing the things? You're reading? You're talking to me? Okay, let's go ahead and get that started for you. Let me just go ahead and there you go. And I tell you, stuff just start happening. Y'all see that? Whatever that was. Let me get up off here so I can follow Allah. Praise the Lord.